Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast, and I have a special guest with me today.
Hello, I'm Evil Gaz, all the way from England.
Oh yes, and so this is going to be a very exciting game from the German Nationals.
Yeah,
We are live from German Nationals right now.
it's very exciting. I'm glad to be here. Germans wouldn't let us in last year, but this year we managed to get in.
We finally changed our ways.
Yeah.
We learned from our past, so to speak. And yes, it's a very prestigious recording booth that we have set up here.
It's a very salubrious affair you've got going on. It's very nice of you to have champagne on hand.
Oh yeah, yeah,
canapes
and the massage and everything.
That was a nice touch.
Yeah,
very good.
it's really nice. So yeah, so this is going to be the losers bracket finals. We see Axul and Breidi. Yeah, I spelled it correctly because people in the chat have been mentioning that his name is spelled in a weird way. So yeah, they both lost once against I think the same player. No, not sure. Axul certainly played against Proc F, which is waiting for them in the finals.
Yeah.
And
I see he's playing. Is this going to be another killed sync deck? Because I've seen several here over the weekend, and all the sync decks seems to have Scorched Earth in.
I think Axul and Breidi both are playing kind of very similar decks here. Yeah. Axul is going to be playing the Valencia for this one. So if Breidi is really playing a kill sync, then Axul knows exactly how to play against this. I think he's actually playing this deck himself.
Yeah, it's very unusual. In England, the sync decks are very much based on just tag, exchange of information, or the usual sort of things. But yeah, over here it was kind of everybody has Scorched Earth.
So it's actually no different here because I was surprised myself, like actually seeing like Axul was playing the kill and was like thinking, okay, that's kind of unusual. But then I see Breidi playing the same thing, and it's like, what? The meta moved ahead. All right, we're getting the thumbs up for the game, and we're gonna begin in a second here. There's a handshake now.
Seems a little reluctant handshake.
Yeah, well,
pretty competitive.
There is a lot of pressure on here, and especially the winner of this game will have to play against Proc F, which had a tremendous round on this tournament.
Yeah.
So nothing is easy now.
Seems to be quite a lot of Valencia this weekend as well. I've seen quite a lot.
Yeah, Anarchs are very, very big. Although we see Proc F playing the Wizards, so actually all of the IDs work very, very well these days. So Breidi did a mandatory draw, installs the second card now, and gets a credit.
So I presume he knows that he's definitely not facing a Siphon deck, because he's left HQ open.
He's not expecting a Siphon for sure. So Axul follows up with a closed accounts. And then he goes with a
liberated account.
Liberated account, sorry. So many accounts. And then daily casts.
Lots of very deliberate play I've seen as well this weekend. The Germans seem very precise and making sure they do everything correctly and slowly, and everything's understood. I
mean, if you think we are bad, just look at the Austrians. Yeah, both players are trying. Also, I've been asking the players to also play very clearly, so we can on the stream we can see what's happening. Yeah. We don't actually have audio from the players, so we cannot actually guess from. Sometimes if they say something, we cannot guess what they're doing.
Okay, I think I've seen traffic accidents arrived in hand for Sync, so quite to the combos there.
That's very good. And then we see another ice being salted in front of R&D. Breidi expecting the R&D deep deck, which Axul certainly goes for, from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, it seems a fairly wise option with these sort of decks. Certainly the tagging decks, if you can hammer R&D, that's where you're going to win the game quite often.
Yeah, definitely, and especially if there's just one ice, then you can simply do like a DDoS and run.
Yeah, I was speaking to Alex White, the previous UK national champion, and he tried CTM quite a lot, and all the games that he lost were either keyhole or medium and R&D. That's where the games went for him.
Definitely, yeah.
But the trouble was with that people had to go tag me for it. So if you know you're facing Scorched Earth and traffic accidents, going tag me perhaps not the best idea.
Yeah, maybe you have to be careful.
Perhaps, if you score maybe to 4 or 5 points, you might risk it.
We saw some players going tag me in unusual situations in this tournament before, so I think timing is very important. Do you have the right tools to deal with this right now? So we see Axul running on the open HQ, just to see what's happening there perhaps. There's a restructure, so we know Breidi is trying to get to 10 credits to fire this off.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for him to outmoney the runner at the minute with the liberated and daily casts on the board.
Definitely. Breidi doesn't really have an economical start. He's still hanging around at 5 credits.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
That will help.
Sweeps week.
Only for 3 credits though.
Too good.
Always disappointing.
Well, every little bit helps here.
It does.
especially since we know that he has restructure. So, as soon as he hits 10 credits, he can get a boost.
Do we know if Axul has any spicy tech in his deck?
I don't know. I haven't seen too much of his deck yet, but it seems to be like, again, I feel like the meat damage is kind of like the big surprise here.
Yeah.
And I'm eager to see if he can fire this off. Again, Axul, we have to assume Axul is going to be really careful about this because he knows exactly how this deck is trying to win.
And it's always very interesting with those kind of decks that a kill deck will very often get you to a cut, but then everybody in the top cut will know that you're playing a kill deck, so then that's when the real test starts.
Yeah, that's exactly where you have to play differently, because you have to play with a knowledge that people know exactly what you're up to. Alright, Axul getting all the monies from the Liberate account. Yeah, so you rearrange the credits. Everybody likes those metal credits, man. They're just almost invisible in the camera.
Yeah, they're not thinking about the stream.
No, they don't. Alright, so that is going to be Althras Hotel.
Okay, plus a lot of people seem to be going that way these days rather than Wildsides.
Yeah.
Just because the trash is basically because there's so much tagging decks about that they don't feel it's worth relying on Wildside, I think.
Maybe. And also with Wildside, you also need the pancakes and stuff like that. So there's like a couple of things you have to draw in order to make it work. And here it's just like a simple, easiest install. And they certainly produce enough money with those decks to afford the 4 credits. There we go, Breidi finally going for the restructure. Axul decided not to do anything about this. Could have been more aggressive on reses, but of course if he makes Breidi res something on R&D, that will kind of foil
the blackmail, doesn't it, at that point?
Yeah, that will foil his plan of bouncing the ice with false echo, and so he doesn't do that.
Right.
Alright, Breidi installs 2 cards, one defended by an ice, another one just open.
So Axul has to be careful here. There's not going to be a Sansan with a breaking new closed account, something like that, because that will be quite upsetting for him.
Yeah, like Breidi can do a lot of things with weird things that can start in here. Axul probably is challenged now to do something, and I feel like Breidi is way more aggressive with this deck than Axul is, at least from the few games I saw. Blackmail on that server. That's going to be breaking news.
There we are. It's a nice score.
That is a very, very important thing. That was a nice diffuse. What is the second card though?
I would definitely check that other spare card.
Yeah.
It could be a Sensei or a Jackson or some of the draw engine. You probably want to just check it.
On the other hand, Axul is kind of low on money for some reason.
That's fine. As long as he saves 2 clicks, he's got a liberated account, so he can get the 8 credits back.
That's true.
It's not too bad.
Unless there's going to be attack or something. Oh, I think that's Jackson.
I think,
because Brady's looking at his card. Yeah, that's a Jackson, yes.
So it's not too bad to trust because you've got your 1 free credit, basically.
Yeah.
It's the bad pub.
That's true. Bad pub is kind of like a little desperado.
Yeah. Only works one run a turn.
Yeah. And Axul, I guess, gets the credits with the last click. Is that true? Yeah, he got a lot of money.
I think I would have trashed the Jackson just to deny any card draw, because he doesn't seem to have much board state, Breidi, so I'd try and limit that if I could.
Yeah.
But I think we'll see this sort of play as well. He'll keep jamming something behind that ice in the remote just to force blackmails or to make the runner do something about it.
I mean, eventually Axul will run out of his tricks, and then that's where Breidi can start doing some damage in here. On the other hand, Breidi, like, how many damaging things he can put in there? I mean, Sansa would be pretty nice in there.
Yes, sure.
Alright, so that is the same old thing. So Naki, same old thing, blackmail, and I think that's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, showing for the camera. Thank you very much, Axul. Now showing that is a Jackson. Second Jackson in there.
Okay, that's upsetting.
So now Axul wasted same old thing and blackmail again.
Yeah,
this blackmail was there.
Check that, yes.
A lot of clicks to do nothing.
So we think Axul is on a DDoS false echo plan?
He's definitely in false echo plan.
Right.
Not sure if he had DDoS or if he just relies on the blackmails.
Okay. Because it seems at some point soon he's going to have to put some pressure onto R&D.
Yes. I mean,
you can't keep sort of trying
to... From what I saw, Axul is really very patient with this game plan and usually waits for like 3 mediums to be in there. Right. And then he just does for the super deep decks. Yeah. Right.
That's fair.
All right, so there's an install in that server, and then Breidi uses the Jackson that was on there. You've overwritten the Jackson, is that true?
Yes, I imagine it's going back in now, I would think.
That makes sense.
That's quite an interesting play because it's sort of signalling that to the runner there's something important there. Otherwise, why trash your spare Jackson? But it could just be a bluff, of course.
Puts up in the chat saying that not trashing the Jackson right now was a bit of a mistake. Which, I can see why. It's kind of difficult to tell. It's kind of difficult to justify trashing a Jackson when you see a Jackson right next to it on the board.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think I'd bother. Because, anyway, the Corp trashed his own Jackson, so, you know.
So the result would have been the same.
Yeah, when I was playing at Worlds, I was on a Valencia with Siphons, so this sort of setup would look very exciting to me because I'd be taking all the course money and doing quite well with it.
Yes. So the Airthrust Hotel runs out. And so, Axul is already thinking about this. There's 3 eyes in front of R&D. Axul keeps on drawing. He's looking for the combo pieces. I mean, that's a combo deck for sure.
Yeah. I would like to think he has a little bit more draw. Earthrise is okay, but in a 50-card deck, you need something else. So maybe he has injects, or if I worse, at least, I would think.
Yeah.
Here we go. No, does he use
he
it?
does.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
And he checks that, oh man, he actually have to burn a lot of combo pieces to always keep checking those servers.
Well worth doing. That's
well,
the one Astro.
He gets rewarded.
It's a fair play from the court because you've got to assume there's only so many resources that the runner has, so sooner or later they won't run one of those remotes.
And I don't even know if he has Levi. Levy? Is that how we pronounce it?
That's the English.
All right, got this. There's the first false echo hitting the table. And discarding.
Armitage.
I think he's discarding an Armitage, yes.
Yeah.
Not sure why he's discarding an Armitage. I guess he has already had the money advantage, and he still has money left on the Liberated.
He does. I think if you're facing this kind of sync deck, I would suspect there is a closed account somewhere, so I might hold on to that Armitage as a quick way of getting money back if you manage to get the court manages a closed account, but maybe he has a duplicate or he has better cards in hand.
Yeah, maybe he's not seeing the. Maybe he has just better cards that he want to keep, and he doesn't think that he needs the. Wow, look at Breidi doing the thing that a lot of people are trying to do against the deck, just making sure that they have enough eyes on R&D to prolong the plan, to make sure that Axul has to get a lot of combo pieces out to actually pull his game plan off. It's they can delay, they cannot prevent it, but they can delay
it. Yeah. I mean, the other thing to bear in mind is that MBN ice is often very porous. It might be a pop-up window, it might just be a resistor or something. So, although there's a lot of ice there, it's not necessarily any good.
Yeah.
So, the runner may decide just to attack it anyway at some point.
So hopefully, Breidi, the bottommost ice, hopefully is the solid one. The other ones are just trash.
That's right. Yeah.
But then suddenly, Escher or something. What?
Well, the other surprise is some people use Fear the Masses as well, so you end up putting 10 ice on R&D to protect there, and then they just run your hand and make you discard lots of cards with Fear the Masses.
That's a good one, yeah. Because HQ is crazy unprotected. I guess Breidi doesn't really expect Axul to run on HQ. And then putting another card in that server, man, Breidi is just like, I'm just gonna keep doing that one trick until you run out of your tricks.
So does Axul have any normal breakers as well, or is it purely on blackmail Z-DOS?
I don't think he has any breakers. Maybe he has one backup breaker or something. Yeah. Maybe Faust or something. That could be a very good choice. Or, wait a minute, I think he actually plays Crypsis.
Wow.
I saw Crypsis. I saw him play Crypsis.
Classic.
Oh, nice.
That's a brave move.
I gotta say, that's a very ballsy play. I love it. So putting a Queen's Gambit on there, giving Breidi the advancement tokens, because he doesn't expect Breidi to put another agenda in here. And what if that's now a deal? That wouldn't be that most hilarious thing.
Yeah, when I was playing in the Swiss, I managed to score a global food because someone Queen's Gambited the card from it. It was very nice. That is very nice when something like this happens. Of course, we have to see, look, Axul has the same old thing on board. So I think he saw that. Breidi saw this, so he thinks okay, Breidi wouldn't just put an agenda in the open there. Yeah, it's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah. But of course, then maybe Breidi thinks that as well.
He knows this.
So there's a Jackson here. Breidi indeed doesn't go for the score.
So what do we think Brady's looking for now?
Tough to tell. The monetary game is kind of run away from Breidi. I don't think he can get to those kind of amounts that Axul has going on here. Maybe he's fast advancing a breaking news and then close accounts.
Yeah, that seems a plan. But to fast advance, you need a Sansan to stick, so it's whether maybe he's got a Sansan on that remote, but...
Or at least, like, no advancing the breaking news, like putting it somewhere.
Yes, never advancing, sure.
I mean, but if that was a breaking news, then surely he would have scored it already.
You'd have thought so. I mean, the thing is for Breidi here, it's quite upsetting for him because he knows that the runner's checking everything he puts down, more or less. So it's difficult to risk putting the Sansan down or to never advance something because the runner's so aggressive.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, it's very difficult to judge, like, when is the time when he will actually stop doing this. And this was actually the time now. And Axul can kind of, like, play with him a little bit now.
Yes,
He can be like, oh, now I'm not going to run, now I'm not going to run.
That's right.
So now it's Axul's turn, right?
I think so.
People...
I'm just trying to work out how far through the decks they are, because they still seem to have quite a lot of cards. There's nothing in archives at the minute.
He runs there?
There's the Sansan.
There's the Sansan, okay. So yeah, now finally again, still the game plan of Breidi has been foiled once again. He has to reset now.
Yeah.
But Axul is not really setting up too much. I mean, he keeps drawing, he keeps looking for his combo pieces.
I still think Axul's in a potentially good position at the minute. He feels more comfortable. He's put the corp on the back foot, and it's up to Breidi to come up with some ideas about how he's going to do something. Because as all these combo pieces come out for the runner, there's more and more pressure on the corp to do something about it.
So there's a second false echo here. So with like 3 false echoes, you can get in there with a
DDoS.
DDoS, yeah.
Yeah, we've had some practice against this in England. There's a guy called Dave Rotich on the forums, and he plays Diaper all the time. So we're well used to playing lots of cards on R&D because that DDoS false echo is well used.
Damon in the chat wants to know something about you. Can you tell us something where you came from and why you came here?
Yeah, I'm based in Nottingham. So the current UK national champion, Vic's there. He's one of the guys that came with Timo Franke. They're a very good player, so we have a strong Nottingham meta. I'm the current reigning Nordic national champion.
Oh!
Although, yes, Nordics is in about 3 or 4 weeks, so it may not be for very long, much longer. Did quite well at Worlds last year. I was top 16.
Ooh,
finished 8th in Swiss, and then unfortunately met Dandar Genio, who beat me, and then the guy who came top in Swiss beat me again, so I was knocked straight out. But yes, did very well there. So yeah, I was playing that runner since 1996 when the first game came out.
One of the old guard. Nice.
Yes, and my favourite card's Armoured Fridge, which you might need now. Boomy's coming along for 7 meat damage. That's
my co-commentator, which I started this with. He's also a big fan of the Fridge.
Yeah,
very, very nice. So is your nickname Evil Gaz?
That's right. Yeah. I was very evil yesterday. One of my opponents, I trashed his entire rig with an aggressive secretary. He said, "You are the worst person I've ever met in my entire life," which is maybe a slight exaggeration.
I've met the secretary yesterday in a draft as well. That was very, very painful. Yeah. All right, so we see Breidi using the archive memories to get back to the Sansan into the server. Meanwhile, Axul doing similar thing, using the Deja Vu to get the DDoS, launching the DDoS, running into the server.
Yeah.
So actually, he won't trash it? What is it?
Is it a Sansan? I can't quite see.
Maybe he actually didn't put the Sansan in there. Oh, yeah, because it was a Sansan, never mind.
So, yeah, that's 2 Sansans gone now.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Astra already scored, that's the sort of fast advance plan for the corpse now looking pretty ropey. I think 2 Jacksons have gone as well. Yeah,
Axul's now exploiting the DDoS to check some things. Oh, hard-hitting news, but yeah, that won't do anything too much right now. Or will it, though? Axul actually went down. This was a very expensive play, the DDoS and the trash.
It was, but the corp will have to go broke to try and play it, I think, and then your R&D's looking pretty shaky.
Oh, he actually goes for it.
He's gone for it.
Respect.
I guess, as I say, with now all these Sansans and Jacksons are gone, he's pretty low on options, so he's got to try something.
He has actually pumped the trace quite a bit because Axul has quite a lot of money. I mean, Axul can just be like, okay, I'm just going to keep the tags and then I'm going to remove the tags afterwards.
Yeah.
And he will still probably have more. Oh, there's like multiple hands coming in here.
Yeah, lots of counting going on.
But it's kind of nice that they spread out the credits a little bit to see like what is the credits that you pay for the actual card, what is the credits that you put into actual trays.
Yeah.
So Breidi is left with 3 credits, and then Axul's turn is going to be all just removing tags. So now that we reset the credit count on both sides a little bit,
yeah, it should be easier now.
So much simpler now. Breidi installs another card. I mean, he can just continue doing what he's doing. It was working.
Did he just do that after playing Hard-Hitting News?
No, Axul spent all his turn removing
right,
tags, so it was a new turn.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
It's a crazy card, is that Hard-Hitting News?
Yeah, it's changed the meta quite a bit. It's very different now. Especially in this ID, like 12 credits to remove the tags, or something like Zelo's Judge or something. So many ways to modify this.
Definitely.
Oh, there we go. Oh, no.
Now then.
There we go. And then exchange of information into an Astro. That's not too great, though.
That's that could have been a lot worse.
Well, at least there's 2 tags sticking now.
Yeah.
So again, Axul would have to click for a credit to remove them and be like money free.
Takes the card first because he can get a credit from the symmetrical visage, so that makes sense.
That's a good idea, yeah. So now he has the credits to remove the tags. But does he really need to stay tag free? Yeah, he decides
he probably does.
He probably does, yeah.
He knows that there's the kill option there as well, so it's risky.
Mm-hmm. And then he gets the credits.
And that's the thing with these sort of sync and CTM decks, it very quickly changes. I was saying like 5 or 10 minutes ago Axul was looking strong, but one closed accounts or a Hard-Hitting News later, and all of a sudden it's a different game we've got.
Yeah, suddenly now the credit counts are so much different now, and it will be very difficult for Axul to get it up again. He kind of needs the credits because he has to install like 9 credits worth of mediums still.
Yeah.
And then clone chips maybe to recur the things, and then of course there. And then the DDoS as well.
Yes. Yeah, and he's used a couple of liberated accounts already, so wonder how much money he's got left in his deck.
Breidi does a really good job at taxing Axul's combo pieces. This is good. This is actually a very tough matchup. Oh, turntable. Discarding a turntable.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, because you don't have much money, but turntable's very useful in this kind of thing. So you can exchange of information that happens. You can then run with your turntable and get your agenda back. Or it's
and also, useful. Personally, I find it like the most amusing thing to watch, where it's like the agendas. Like,
you just keep dancing across the table backwards and forwards. Yeah,
it's like it's very fun. Okay, so now it's Breidi's turn. He thinks about what to do now. He has 6 credits against Axul's 5. But just both players are just having 2 points. I mean, somewhere there must be all the agendas, right? This game has been going for quite a while.
It has. Got to wonder where those agendas are.
Oh, double icing. So yeah, he double ices this remote, so the DDoS alone won't do. He has to do a blackmail into it.
Or, well, it depends. If Axul wanted to, he could DDoS false echo and still get it if he wanted.
That's true. Oh yeah, of course. But then, of course, false echo is gone.
Then he's used his false echo, so it's... You'd have to think about it.
Liberated for Axul is really great, and exactly what he needs right now. But of course, that also gives Breidi perhaps the opening to do something now.
I think he might have drawn. I think that might be a Sansan if I saw it correctly. I only saw the card.
Oh, that would be great, yeah. Then because then Axul needs a combo piece to get in here, and then he also needs to have the money to trash it. He does have the money to trash it, so that wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, and I think we've only seen one blackmail so far, so the chances are he may well have drawn into another.
There we go. Second blackmail. Speaking of the devil. Oh, what?
Well, he's leaving it, or he's thinking about it.
It is the sentence, thank you.
I don't think he can let that live.
Yeah,
he's worried about getting Hard-Hitting News, though, I guess.
Especially now that he used the blackmail, like, what?
That's it.
You kind of have to commit. Yeah, like, if there's another Hard-Hitting News, that could be disastrous.
Yeah, but as the runner, you've just got 2 bad choices, so you have to pick one of them, right?
Yeah.
I've seen a psychographics, I think.
Oh, he actually uses the rest of his turn to click for credits, and actually he comes up pretty nicely.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
He actually is probably safe.
But he's got 12 credits,
Yeah,
so
yeah, he's safe.
he can clear the tags.
He can be like 1 credit behind and still do it. Yeah, unless Breidi has something like, restructure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be Beals in this deck and that sort of thing, so you can't leave the Sands on there.
No way. I really like this match. This is a really tough matchup, a really tough confrontation between the two players.
Yep.
Both players know exactly what they're doing.
I'd like a little spy camera behind each player so I can see the hands as well.
I would love that one, yeah. Again, big shout out to Ben from PCheck for pulling this off.
Yeah.
I'm in awe.
Okay.
Alright, install advance.
Some pressure on the runner now.
The gauntlet has been thrown. Now let's see if Axul can recur one more blackmail.
That's got to be an agenda, right? There's nothing else in the deck that he's going to advance that isn't an agenda, so there must be.
Yeah.
That must be an agenda.
I mean, yeah, I would. What could it be? Like Explorer-Palooza or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Against the sort of HP decks, you might worry that it's going to biotic into a food or something, but yellow, I don't know. I think he's trying to signal that he's got a breaking news there, perhaps. I don't know. Where would you advance it, though? That doesn't seem...
Any breaking news are all off the table, right? He already scored the third breaking news.
Oh, that one. Right, okay.
Or
fine.
did he exchange it for... No,
I think it was an exchange, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I think he is... No, I think he's on 3 agenda points.
Okay.
The breaking news was then close accounts, I think. No, it wasn't. You're right. It was exchange of information. Yeah. So there's still one breaking news. Could be a breaking news. But could be also Explorer-Palooza. I think we saw Explorer-Palooza in one of the games. If that's Explorer-Palooza and Axul gets in there, then that could give Breidi enough credits to do another...
So then hard-hitting him or something like that, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I think as Brady's got to be thinking he's on the clock, because at some point the full combo will assemble on the far side of the board and then his RD is going to disappear. So
he has to be like, rush ahead and apply a lot of pressure now. Where is that fly that we see there? Is that on our screen?
I think it's in real life down there.
That's amazing.
Nice gun now.
There's like the setup here is like, multiple steps of cameras, so it's kind of difficult to tell.
It's like Inception, isn't it?
It is. The Inception fly. Alright, so that's going to be Sport Swapper. Helps against the Scourge plan, if there is one.
Yep.
But also, like, Axul uses this often to during the deep dig situation to maybe get like a end up.
Alright, okay, yeah. And it'd make more sense if you had a Faust, because then the Sport Swapper can power some extra cards if you need to on the way in and that sort of thing.
That's true, yeah, that helps. Oh, so we have 2 mediums there? Oh, actually, yeah, Axul is still 2 mediums, so he actually is down on the money again. That's fascinating. So he actually goes maybe now for deep dig. Maybe he kind of thinks he can now rush through.
Yeah.
If he gets a couple of more pieces on the board, then he can actually pull it off.
I'm itching to know what that advanced card is.
Oh, man.
Really want to know what it is. I think it could well be an Exploder or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, will he advance now? He does. One more? Oh, it is breaking news. Holy crap. He's going there. Axul immediately decides to pop the hopper.
He only has 3 cards in hand, so he can't risk a Scorched.
Yeah.
He's got to use it.
So score. 2 tags. Now, there is nothing he can exchange.
So there's 2 clicks left.
Exchange of information? For what? For another breaking news, so the tags stay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a fascinating use of exchange of information. Love it.
It's okay. Gives him a little bit of breathing space because the runner may think he has to clear the tags.
Yeah. It's kind of nice. If he has the kill combo on hand, then Axul is in a tough situation. He has to remove the tags now.
Yeah.
Because then he will discard down to 5 cards and then he can be scorched in traffic accident or whatever.
I mean, I would think by now the runner has at least one I've had worse in hand. And we've seen all 3 breaking news, so the chances of getting tagged out of your turn are quite low.
Oh, look at he has a true gamble here. That's nice. And then he removes the tags.
Yeah. He's pointing at his mediums there. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've heard that Axul gives his opponents quite a lot of trash talk at the table, though, and tries to put them off game.
Maybe.
He might be just trying to unnerve Breidi here.
He's certainly a talkative player, that's for sure. Breidi saw something and gets some credits. So now it's a bit tough situation for Axul because he's down to 3 credits, so it's an easy way for Breidi to just stick another hard-hitting news.
Yeah.
I like how Breidi used his ID ability of this one extra attacks to whittle down Axul slowly, credit by credit. Just giving attack there, giving attack here, using all of the piece of the buffalo, so to speak, to finally get into a position where he has the upper hand. But man, those agendas have to be planning somewhere, right?
Yeah, and you've got to assume that Breidi's got at least 2 kill pieces in hand, so there's maybe 2 or 3 agendas in hand at absolute most. But I think they're mostly in R&D. I think that's a good hunting game right now.
Oh, I had worse on hand. Oof.
That's a great move.
Using it to draw some cards. Maybe again looking for more common pieces.
Yeah, I think so. It would also suggest to me that he has another one in hand as well, so if he feels comfortable using one for draw, it's normally because he's got some protection in hand.
That's a good point.
I mean, he might not be. He might be quite desperate and looking for his pieces, but
maybe for the second sports up or something. Yeah. Oh, just 2 credits. That's tough.
It's rough, yeah. Just thinking back to the start of the game, he had those both liberated out. He had Dedicas. He had, he was throwing away 1 money card because he had too much.
Oh, I don't know if I would do that. Oh, this could go wrong so much.
Well, at least it's not a breaking news that he's put that on. Like,
please be a deal. Please.
Yeah,
that's a deal.
Or if it's a food or something.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the food would be a really great install here, right?
Yeah.
Because then Axul runs there and then hard-hitting news, exchange of information afterwards. Oh, he actually...
That's looking...
unless he removes the counters there.
Could be a Jackson. Something okay. That was a tense moment. Because if that had been Beal, he could have then over-advanced it to get an extra point. And
Yeah. That's something I love about Queen's Gambit, and it's in exactly the right faction.
Yeah,
they don't have any exposed inside, and getting exposed in there is not worth it. So that's really nice. Always so exciting.
I do see sometimes people run the cards, see what the asset is, or whether it's
and then put it on there.
Play it on.
That's lame.
Yeah, that's not a man's
That's a boring way to play this. It's an efficient way to play this, but not boring.
Not the fun way. And now we've got an interesting situation because Sensei really is a must trash card.
Yeah.
But the run doesn't have very much money, so if you do go and trash it, you're upping yourself up to hard hitting news again.
Yep.
So a lot of the yellow decks these days are very much just putting the runner with here's 2 bad choices, which one would you like to take?
Breidi seems to be recalling the shots in this game. But Axul is, slowly creeping towards this inevitable super attack.
That's it. Once he makes that run on R&D, wow.
Doing the Yarrow. 5 eyes.
It's encroaching on the runner's map now. There's not enough space.
We told it before. There's a secret winning condition. If you reach the runner's stack, you win the game.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
The thing is, 6 has quite a small deck size, and we've been playing for quite some time now. So with 2 mediums on the board, I would be very worried as the corp that I was going to lose on R&D.
Really needs to go for the scores very soon.
And kind of Sensei is good for you because you're getting extra cards and putting things on the bottom of R&D, but you're also getting through your deck faster. And if you're playing against some wickable medium, that might just help them out a little bit.
Yeah. Oh man, I wonder if Breidi wants to does all the things to make Axul kind of pop the false echoes for something other than the R&D deck.
Yeah.
Because man, that card installed on server is kind of quite enticing right now.
It looks like the runner's through more than half of the deck as well, so Axel's probably got 1 blackmail left and maybe deja vus or something. I don't know. He's probably thinking now he's close to making a run, I would think.
Was it the second or the third I had worse that he just played?
I think second.
I think so too.
If we don't think he has a levy, then he can't be far off getting his full combo.
Yeah, this game, this is a fascinating game. This is quite an end game scenario right now.
So the corp, Breidi's only on 3 points, is he?
It seems so, yeah. 3 points, I think, yeah.
So you might be thinking as runner, that might be a deal. Okay, I'll let him have it. He'll still only be on 5. If I can hit R&D, see, 6, 8 cards, something like that, then that might give me the game.
Yeah, on the other hand, if he goes up to 5, then... No, can he? Yeah, and he can do exchange formation and win the game with if he can exchange for a global food initiative.
Sure. But not right now. Not until the runner scores one.
No, yeah, he has to score one and he has to get tagged. There's like a lot of steps required in between to pull this off.
And the runner's still pretty short on money. So yeah, click some credits.
6 credits on Axul. And like 10 credits for Breidi.
He's left the sensei, so it'll be interesting what the court does here.
I wonder if that's a rumor mill that he just discarded.
Yeah, I think that's fine. At least 2 Jacksons have gone now, so
there's no
limited use you're going to get
out.
out.
There's no Jacksons that he can... There's 2 Jacksons out. There's a sports offer. Nice.
He's having a good long think.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's a tough situation. He needs a bunch of crown chips to get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs 4 bounces for the DDoS to get him in. And he has 2 bounces now.
And on solo credits, you think if I hit R&D, I've got to win.
Yeah.
I can't afford to, accidentally score foods and leave myself on low money.
Alright, so Breidi's turn. He triggers the Sensi Union thing.
Yeah. He's drawn at least 1 more Sensei. I think there's an all-singing eye something in hand, which is not much use.
So apparently not an agenda on the server. Maybe another Sensem. Not sure. I haven't been counting this since. Oh no, he was just making decisions about the cards, so he hasn't started his turn yet. He's reconsidering. Apparently there's tough decisions on both sides. Okay. He made this decision. Now mandatory draw. Now what will happen now? Will we get a score? What will happen? Like the things like this, even if he starts scoring, that will actually drop him down to the credits low enough so Axul isn't afraid of the... Oh.
However, restructure helps somewhat with this.
Meanwhile, restructure. This is a crazy game. I love it.
I'm just waiting for one big turn where it all goes crazy. But the runner can't have that many more cards in the deck.
No, he was drawing a lot. There's only 1 DDoS left, people say in the chat. I believe them.
I think there must be at least 1 Deja Vu left to go and get it back.
Alright, and now there's some discarding going on. Just got 2 credits more afterwards, so he just really goes for the credit.
Yep, Axul pops the sports up and tries to find those last missing pieces.
Wow, that desperate. Pointing on a card.
Like you've got the kill's probably assembled in Breidi's hand by now.
You have to think. Yeah, he draws so many cards. And also we saw at least 1 traffic accident. I think
that's right. There, the first turn, I think.
People in the chat are cheering for the power turn.
Yeah, as are we around here.
There's a clone chip. There's a army touch. Clone chip helps a lot.
Yep. Still need another DDoS.
There's 3 bounces. It just needs 1 more bounce and a DDoS.
So you've got to wonder, does he actually have DDoS in hand already, and he's just waiting for his time?
Well, that can very much be, yeah. Because then it would be very surprising for him. Ooh, there's a Beal. That was a Beal after all.
Yeah.
So Breidi goes up to 5 points. So 1 more nice Beal score, and he can take this home.
You can, but he's got to score it the hard way.
Yep.
And he's got to throw a card away. So I think next turn we're going to see some action on already. We have to.
Yeah, Axul is really hard pressed to do this now. He's so behind. On agenda points, I mean.
Yes, exactly. And he's used a lot of his blackmail and other resources, so he can't just kind of camp the remote and hope that he can snipe any agendas that land there. Because he'll have to check every single card now that the corpse on 5 points.
Okay, so
what have you got for his Axul?
Axul drew, right? So I guess no power turn after all.
Doesn't look like it's this turn.
He's still looking for some combo pieces.
I mean, he's a little bit behind on money as well, so when he has run, there's a chance of hard hitting use and that sort of thing. So he's got to make it a good one when he runs.
Yeah, he has to make sure that he knows what he's doing here. Nick is in the chat, flipping out about the ponies. Such a lovely looking card pack for such a mean deck.
Yes, yeah. There's 1 or 2 UK players that use them as well.
Yeah, for some reason we end up rooting for Sync. How that happened?
I don't know. I don't think I am. I don't mind who wins. I just want to see the big power turn happen. That's my goal here.
The problem is like there's no heroes. Both decks are kind of like very oppressive.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, second clone chip. So that's probably seals it. That's for the 4 bounces we were looking for. So next turn we're gonna see Axul probably going for the thing.
I think so. It'd be interesting.
If he has the DDoS.
And maybe Breidi's seen another piece of ice that he might put on top of R&D. You never know. That could be a
6th ice. Let's go.
Because you've got to worry about. I mean, I personally think he has to put something in the remote so that he can force the runner to make a decision.
It's kind of amazing that Axul let Sensi stay.
Yeah, I think, like I say, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword because the corpse overdrawing now.
Yeah.
So that deck's getting a lot thinner.
Yeah.
So when he does hit R&D, he'll probably see all the cards.
That's true. Yeah, he can probably go all the way down. Ooh.
Nice.
Where are all those economy cards coming from that late in the game?
They have to be somewhere. But unless he jams something in that remote now, he's not pressuring Axul to make a move. Axul knows that unless... The only way to score is the hard way, right? So there's no more fast advance options. So he knows he's got another turn now.
Are all the Sensen's out? Have you been counting this?
I'm seeing at least 2, which is quite often the sickness run, but there's nothing on the table, so we know that...
Yeah, not now. He would at least need 2 more turns.
Yeah, so I would say Breidi has to put something in that remote to force the runners to make a decision about it.
Yes, definitely.
Unless he doesn't have anything to put in the remote, of course, in which case...
But when the Sensi guild, I mean, we have to assume that Breidi is drawing exactly the things, or he's keeping on hand exactly the things that he needs to pull this off. He checks the archives. This is the moment where, where the hard decisions are being made. Look at how thick those archives are.
Yeah. So he's checking the number of blackmails, he's checking the recursion pieces.
I guess it's not the archives, it's a heap.
The heap, that's right, yeah. Of course, this could always be a tactic as well. He's sort of he knows that he's going to put something rubbish in that remote server, but he's making Axul think that he's thinking hard about whether it's got an agenda there or not.
That's true. Or maybe people in the chat suggest to install 1 more ice in front of R&D. I would agree. He has the money to do this. Just 4 credits, whatever. Oh, he puts it in the server. I mean, he can afford to test Axul. Axul is just 2 agenda points.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the DDoS.
DDoS, right then. I think we've got a big turn coming.
Now comes the big turn. Chaotic reshuffling off.
He's excited about it. He's been waiting a long time for this.
Alright, so 2 false echoes being fired. There's a run of R&D, 2 false echoes being fired. Then recurring the false echo with the clone chip. Recurring the second false echo with the second clone chip. There's 1 more agenda left, ice left. And so now there's going to be 1 excess from top of R&D. Hedge fund.
That's not what you want to see. When you want 3 credits as well.
3rd click. 1 more time. You see 3 cards now.
So you've got to assume with Sensei firing so much that a few agendas will be on the bottom of R&D as well.
There's some thinking here. Not sure what he saw there. Oh, Axul.
could potentially be an Archangel or something in R&D.
I'm actually nervous about this now for some reason, even though I'm not. It's not my game.
It doesn't matter to you, right? I think that's an Archangel. He's
that fires now.
Which would be great because he can send one of the mediums back.
Ooh, yeah. Breidi will fire this for sure. Let's fire this, Breidi.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
No more Mister. So that's actually great because if Axul runs... Oh, there he goes. That is going to be amped up.
Right, but you're going to hit the Archangel again if you run R&D?
That's true.
So, what do you do,
And then he gets brain damage. But what are you going to do now, right? And also he will see... Oh, there's Rebirth a bit late in the game. So he runs again, he will see 3 cards, and he already saw the 3 cards. He will see the same 3 cards.
And so same 3, so he'll see another Archangel again, and then that medium will go back as well.
So that was maybe not a good idea. Maybe run on HQ now?
That's, I think, all you can do.
Yeah.
Or he's going to try
the server.
Okay.
Oh. The resistor.
Yeah, he doesn't have the money to pay for it.
Yeah. So the trace keeps him out. Oh, just two more clicks. Yeah, you have to slam HQ. That's the only options right now. Oh, Axul is in a tough spot.
Yeah, I don't think.
Credit issues. Okay, that's a click issues. I mean, that's the 3rd click.
Yeah.
Oh, now it comes all unraveling.
Yep.
There is no rest because there's no DDoS. So there's
right.
DDoS in effect.
Yeah.
So just a random access.
You see, he might score a food or something. I think there's one in hand. Or there was. Sensei might have got rid of it.
Oh man, this is going to be exciting. There's a lot of...
There's a lot of ice, isn't there?
Why are there so many cards on HQ?
Because of the DDoS run with False Echo on R&D.
That's right.
All the ice back.
All the ices has been bounced back, so now the chances are very
low.
9
chance.
He kind of peed in his own.
He has no one else.
Soup,
yeah,
so
no one else to blame but himself.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Holy crap!
He's really just throwing it all in there, isn't he? There goes the medium.
Maybe he wanted to sell it. Oh, this is bad. Well, at least that's his power turn for sure.
This is a good turn. I'm enjoying this. There's going to be a lot of runs on the HQ, I guess.
Breidi tries the casino shuffle, but it doesn't really work.
No. So there's a whole field of ponies coming back on the table in a minute, and they're going to try and sift down some agendas from this massive pile of cards.
Oh, Axul now actively facepalming himself.
I think there's more cards in hand than in R&D at the minute. This is ridiculous.
He's literally facepalming him.
You've already seen that one.
He needs a lot of lucky hits now to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, if he wins this, fair play. But
suddenly, government takeover. GG. Okay, go Snow for it again. I think Breidi Gaz got this. This is just a desperate run now. Has to do 2 dice to pick which card to see.
That's not what you want to see either.
All of these are bad. But the question is now, can Breidi follow this up? Was this actually an agenda in the server? I mean, he rests in ice, so maybe. There's a run on archives. Oh, there was a Global Food Initiative in there.
Cheeky.
Oh.
So, I think it could be a Beal sat there waiting to win the game. Wow, that was a 6 match.
Nice, GG. That was
excellent.
That was an exciting
very
game.
Exciting end to it.
That is incredible.
And it did tense build-up.
Wow. Very, very close. Very close.
Axel was explaining he had one more false echo in hand or something like that he could have played.
Oh, he could have played it before?
Yeah, and then he could have gotten the remote if he used it, but he forgot, I think.
Wow, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I love this. I really felt like both players were really in control of exactly how the other players trying to win.
Yes.
And were really trying to play around each other, really expecting what the other player is trying to do and disturbing the game plan of the other player.
Yeah, definitely.
Some really unexpected plays. I feel like maybe Axul didn't quite see the combo piece that he needed.
He spent a lot of time building up, a very long time building up. And I think without any breakers, it meant he couldn't really pressure that remote once he got double iced.
Yeah. Of course, Breidi did everything he could to actually make it even worse for Axul, making him actually spend combo pieces, making him postpone his combo.
Yeah, it was when he was having to play a same old thing and then double click that to play blackmail to see one card in a remote. That's it's very expensive.
Super excited. So I'm excited to see what happens when Breidi meets Proc F in the finals. Gaz, thank you for joining me. It was a great
Thanks,
pleasure.
it's been a pleasure.
All right, sweet. So we're going to do a small break. And as always,
Hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.
this episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.